Rick Hendrick said he enjoyed having his 4 ruby red cars lead the field in Sunday's NASCAR Cup Series race at Martinsville Speedway. The fun, however, took a dramatic twist when a late caution flag forced overtime. And this has resulted in one of his drivers, Chase Elliott, getting annoyed and angry, with the result even lashing out after the race. William Byron won the last restart in Sunday's Cookout 400, the highlight of Hendrick Motorsports' 40th anniversary celebration. However, Byron's march to the checkered flag was fraught with anxiety for the 74-year-old team owner, who is watching from home as he recovers from recent knee replacement surgery. Byron was the first lead lap vehicle to make a green flag pit stop in the middle of the final stage, which is unusual for the short circuit. And after the cycle of stops was done, he took the lead for the first time in the race. Byron had built a large lead and looked to be on his way to an uncomplicated victory until an accident with 2 of the planned 500 laps remaining triggered a yellow and forced the race into overtime. The top 9 cars remained on the circuit, and after a brief duel with his HMS colleague Chase Elliott, Byron cleared for the lead on the restart and held on to beat teammate Kyle Larson to the finish line by 0.550 seconds. "I just want to thank Chase Elliott for racing me clean there. Could get really physical at the end," Byron said. "He gave me a shot, which is expected. We all finish it off." So proud of everyone at Hendrick Motorsports. Grew up a big Hendrick fan. To be here for the 40th anniversary, all that goes into just this organization, all the people, it's all about the people. Just want to thank Mr. Hendrick and wife, Linda, and everyone involved. It's pretty awesome. Badass to win at Martinsville. We've been struggling at the short tracks. Just kept inching up on it. I got a great team. They just kept my head in it. It stunk to do a restart there at the end like that, but that's the way it goes. When Byron's number 24 Chevrolet collided with Chase Elliott's number 9 Chevy and fellow driver Kyle Larson's number 5 in close pursuit, Hendrick responded vocally as he watched the broadcast. After witnessing teammates Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson come up empty in a 2012 restart at the 0.526-mile circuit, Hendrick stated such circumstances always knots your tummy up. "I think I was yelling a little bit like, 'Oh, don't, no,' Hendrick stated. You've got to let them race. But man, all I could see was them wrecking and maybe taking Larson with them. And then I'd be over... Well, I couldn't go over there today, but I'd be trying to settle everybody back down. I'm glad they played nice and raced each other clean." Shortly after William Byron won the race in overtime over his HMS colleagues Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott, Hendrick joined the Fox Sports 1 broadcast to discuss the triumph and his team's 1-2-3 finish. "It was a special day, and I never thought that we'd end up running 1 through 3, and when that caution came out, I thought, man, we're in trouble. I've been there before when we were 1, 2, and then there was a caution, and we end up running, I don't know, 4th or 5th, he said. So, it's just a great day for all of our people to celebrate 40 years and come back to that at Martinsville and run 1, 2, 3. And all the people that are going to stay and go down and celebrate with the drivers, so wish I was there, but I'm getting my leg fixed." HMS had over 1,500 staff and their friends and family in a hospitality area near Turn 2 at the track, all dressed in red shorts, watching the race. Following the race, the party made their way to the front stretch grandstands to pose for victory photographs with Byron and his number 24 squad. "I think when I look at the fact we are celebrating 40 years, and we have been planning this for so long, and then I had to have this operation couldn't be there," he remarked. "If we hadn't won that race, I wouldn't be talking to you guys today. I don't know what we'd be doing. Such a momentous occasion, I guess. I don't think I've ever had one that means any more than this one. Maybe that first one that kept us going, but this is a special day." Hendrick, who was supposed to be the honorary pace car driver for Sunday's race, watched it from home, barely over the halfway mark of his 6 to 8 week rehabilitation after a big surgery. He claimed he watched from home alongside his wife, daughter, and grandchildren, as well as Hendrick Company's president Marshall Carlson and Speedway Motorsports CEO Marcus Smith. It was such an unbelievable event, and I wanted to go in the worst kind of way, he added. It just didn't work out. I hated it because it was such a big event, and then after we won, I really hated I wasn't there. Hendrick claimed his phone alerts started lighting up shortly after the checkered flag, with 240 text messages and 40-plus emails on his list to respond to. He claimed knee discomfort has made sleeping difficult in recent days, so he got up at nearly 2 a.m. Monday and began watching a repeat of Sunday's race. He claimed he's still coming to grips with Sunday's triumph and the podium sweep. 1, 2, 3. If you had one car that had a shot to win, you'd be really happy, he remarked. Man, it turns out we had multiple cars that could win the race. I'm still having a hard time believing it today. It was almost like divine intervention, just how in the world it all ended up like that on a day like that. However, there was one guy on track who wasn't too happy about not winning. It was HMS's own Chase Elliott, who was gutted to lose out by the bare minimum at the end. Thus, Chase Elliott was part of the celebration after Sunday's NASCAR Cup race at Martinsville Speedway, but it wasn't the one he had planned for. Elliott was strong throughout Sunday's race, and a late race collision resulted in an overtime restart, putting Elliott beside Hendrick Motorsports teammate and leader William Byron on the first row. When the race restarted, Elliott approached Byron and shot his number 24 Chevrolet from behind, but Byron stayed unconcerned and cleared for the leadoff turn 2. He then held off a late charge from teammate Kyle Larson to secure his third victory of the season. Elliott finished third, his best performance of the year, and was part of a Hendrick 1-2-3 finish, the first by any team at the Virginia short track. Second or third, what does it matter? Yeah, obviously number one, congrats to William and everybody at Hendrick Motorsports, Elliott said. Rick and Linda, all the people that put this together for us. They have an unbelievable program. I think we're all proud to call it home. It was awesome hosting over 1,000 folks from Hendrick today, employees and their families. Glad one of us could get it done. Obviously, I wish we could have got it done, selfishly like anybody would. I feel like throughout a lot of the season this year, we've been working in a good direction, working really good together. Pit stops have been really good. Alan, Gustafson, crew chief, has been calling really good races. All that stuff has been going in a really positive direction, in my opinion. I think if we can just keep producing that, we'll get our turn one day. What are your thoughts on that huge HMS win? Did Byron deserve that one? And what about those furious comments from Elliott? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.